Hello, so today we're going to be reacting to some Reddit memes. Meme review. A Frieren! Oh my god! She really said that. But let's go. Friend, there's always time to vibe. Poor Frieren. Oh no! I saw this on Twitter! Happy Easter, my dudes. I knew human lives were short. Why didn't I try to get to know him better? That's so sad. Rest in peace, Pope Francis. Born to sleep, go on computer, read manga, forced to eat computer, Microsoft Excel, drink a big ass bowl of coffee, wake up at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 9 a.m. What? This show was peak to trip LSD on. What's going on? Bloody hell. So a bit of context. My buddy and I both are a bit of psychonauts after our first trip together. He recommended the show Frieren and that we watched it together. Nice. He told me the show is amazing on its own, but on acid. I've never taken drugs, so I don't know what it's like other than like freaking Tylenol and Advil. This is very interesting to read. I hit the peak around the dragon fight, bro, where Stark was lining up against the big scary dragon. And oh my god, picking on LSD, which is primarily a visual drug during that scene, was breathtaking. That's so crazy because the scene alone is already so beautiful, so I can't imagine what it's like. And one more thing, the male elf guy, I think his name was Kraft, man of beauty. I hope we see more of him in season 2. Well done, Frieren. Why does she eat so much meat? Well, she has a good reason. I eat twice as much meat, so a vegan out there isn't making a difference. This is like a big ass plate of meat, and I'm looking at that like, honestly, you go girl. If you're gonna be here at this restaurant probably once every like 100 years, you might as well eat that much meat. Frieren after learning Zoltrock. Literally every other offensive spell. I don't want to play with you anymore. So true. She said Zoltrock is literally peak. I think it's also special because like no one else really knows that. Thanks Sosu no Frieren for everything you taught me. Alcohol is the best medicine. So true. Grandma chose to speak facts. Tanjiro is stupid. There is no good demon. I think that's what contrasts Frieren a lot. I've seen a lot of people get really picky with this whole demon stuff. I personally don't think it's that serious. I guess people do take it in a different way where it plays with race. But I think this is just genuinely a whole fantasy aspect in a world where there is true evil. Who knows though, maybe we do meet someone or some demon that actually is good. As of right now, all we know is there's no good demons, so we'll see. You're now attending this class. Which seat are you sitting at? If I sit at 6, I probably got third wheel, bro. 11, I'm kind of scared. I'm scared. 12, I'm scared. 10, I'm scared. 5, I feel like Fern is fun. These two, they're too much of like NPCs to me. These two, they're just gonna fight the whole time. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, bro, help me. This girl, NPC girl, but Frieren also said that she smells good, so like maybe here. This guy, I will probably feel his bloodlust next to me, so I don't know if I want that. Aizen would probably be teaching me how to fight. These two, they have like tension, like romantical tension in some ways, but at the same time this man's not even physically there, so like I would say 1 with this girl. She smells good. 5 because Fern is a girly. Maybe 6, but I also don't want a third wheel like that. No thank you. I would say 7 too, mainly because Stark reminds me of Jerome. His personality reminds me of Jerome and it makes me very happy. Frieren at Bag End. What's Bag End? Like Baggins? Bilbo Baggins? We're going on an adventure. I'm actually that he's lying about having a scar. What does that mean? It's actually not there. I've been looking for ages and I don't see anything. Is it just me? I haven't seen anyone question online. Where is it? Am I blind? It's right here. If you were a demon, what spell would you develop? You then fight Frieren after having it for 200 years. My spell would be an automated double of myself to do work for me. I think it wouldn't do much physically like against Frieren, but she would be very jealous that I have this spell. So she would probably like not want to fight me and be like, hey, want to trade spells? I'm like, yes girl, let's do it. You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now get ready for Frieren on the Shelf. Actually, Frieren on the PC. How long does Frieren spend with Old Man Himmel before his death? Big time skip or unknown? I also love how respectful she is. If it were me, girl, I would be like, oh, you shrunk. And you're bald. What happened? Does he literally keel over just days after reuniting with her and seeing the meteor shower, or was there a more significant time skip? I feel like Himmel was holding on to life just to see Frieren one last time. Yeah, that's what I feel genuinely. Like, he was like, I just gotta do my hair a little. My girl's here. We're gonna go adventuring for another week. Also, that whole one last adventure probably took a toll on him. Not gonna freaking lie. That was a whole week adventure. The best headcanon I heard is that Himmel's early aging and death compared to Heiter is explained because she left a cursed object in his apartment for decades and forgot about it completely, meaning she's directly responsible for his death. Oh, stop. Wait, that makes so much sense. I remember when I did watch it the first time, I was like, why is Heiter like barely old, but like, why is Himmel like tiny and like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a nuclear thing in his house that was like causing him like health issues. How can Heiter be this old? Heiter was 100 when he died. Well, let's look at Heiter's lifestyle habits. He drank excessively and hated eating vegetables. There's your answer. The secret to long life is alcoholism and an unhealthy diet. Nice. That's so realistic and true. If he would have smoking, he would have lived longer. Sign will be the immortal priest. Oh my god, so true. I work at a hospital and I can confirm for every patient over 100 I've had, the first thing they do when they get discharged is light up a cig and drink Dr. Pepper. That's so crazy. Maybe Dr. Pepper is the way to go. The test of the hero's sword. The hero's sword is one of my favorite little thought experiments in Frieren. The sword is supposedly to be used by a great hero to destroy a mighty evil that threatens the world. This leaves two reasons as to why Himmel couldn't wield it. The sword is cemented into the stone and cannot be removed. This leaves it as a test of a hero's resolve. Are you doing this because you want to protect people? Or are you doing this to be a famous hero? Or two, the Demon King is not the threat the sword was meant for, and a different hero will wield the sword in the future against a greater threat. This is a good theory, this first one, that it's actually not a real magical sword, but it's more of like a test of morals and like your resolve and your intentions, which I think is good, but like I feel like it would be very odd for a whole village to have to protect it constantly, or like to like dedicate their lives protecting it. Or maybe just like genuinely Himmel isn't the hero that is supposed to be wielding it. I think personally it's Stark, but who knows, we could also like meet someone new in the future. With how the story is written, the first one's probably correct. It's one of the things I liked about the series is that it's definitely a hero with a capital H. Yes, he is not the hero, the chosen one by the gods to defeat the darkness enshrouding the world. He's an orphan that decided that someone has to try to defeat the Demon King, and even though he couldn't draw the sword, he still kept going because someone had to, and that someone might as well be him. It makes us ask, what would Himmel the hero do? I love it. I don't know if they still do this these days, but back in when I was in school, they would have gifted students and we'd have to take a standardized test, and then there's like a certain score that you have to get above, and then they're kind of like, these are the gifted students, they're gonna go to like a different school on these specific days because they're better than everyone else, right? And it's like, yeah, I guess they're chosen, they are better or whatever, but it shouldn't stop you from being the best you could be. And I thought throughout my whole life I wasn't the smartest girl ever. I just had no confidence in myself, so I just kind of just didn't care so much about school until I was in grade 11, 12, and I was like, you know what if I just believe, because I moved schools, I was like, what if I just have a new fresh start and just believe I could do it, and like just believe in myself that I am smart and just pretend I am. And then I ended up getting straight A's. So at the end of the day, like, these labels that are put on you don't freaking matter too much. Like, you don't have to think about it. Like, if you believe you are a hero, if you believe you are smart, there's a high chance that you can be. Himmel is so great for that. That was probably my favorite lessons in the story. Okay, Granny, I'm sorry, Frieren, you don't know memes because of your age. You know, this meme is giving 2010. Memes? Himmel loved my memes. Here is one of my best memes. Now please stop calling me old or grandma. Wow, you're so amazing, Frieren. I love that. So good. That's such a good meme. That's a meme I would find on Facebook 10 years ago. The trial Himmel the hero could never overcome. Oh, sorry, Frieren wins with this one, Himmel. What would Himmel the hero do? Pass the frick out. Enjoying every frame of Himmel alive. What? We have frames of Himmel dead? No one is ready for this. There's no way. I've actually thought about this, bro. I don't know if Fern and Stark are gonna end up together, but she's gonna like see their lives together and like them getting married, having kids or whatever if they choose to, and then getting old. She's gonna look at the exact same as the day Fern and Frieren met. It's gonna be so sad. I'm not ready. I love Frieren, but this is making me so sad. I'm at episode 20, and at this point, I genuinely can barely handle any time Himmel is on screen. My heart just breaks, and I wish so much that Frieren understood how he loved her. I know, bro. I feel like it's just gonna get heavier and heavier as the next season goes on, because like during this season, the more and more we see Himmel, the more like you learn about the relationship, and the more you see him love Frieren, and it just hurts every time. I know that one of the themes of the show is following her growth and understanding, but it's just sad. I'm so grateful for a complex and well-written female protagonist. So true. That is the point. Feeling the emotions of the character is what makes it a great anime. Feeling the emotions that Frieren can't feel is what makes it even greater. Oh, that's so true. Because we're all humans watching. I don't know if there's some non-humans out there, maybe a dog. Because we're all like humans feeling the feelings, and then Frien's like, bro, I don't know what these feelings are, but they're feelings. And I think it's also interesting because she's not like getting someone to teach her how to feel. She's kind of just trying to navigate it on her own as she like remembers Himmel. Donut blocked. This was so sad. No donuts. They're not even paying her for dancing. They're not paying her extra. They're just like, Stark needs to dance and he needs a dance partner, so I guess you're gonna do it. If I were Frieren, I'd be like, okay, pay up higher. We're getting 2 people on my team to work for you. So they're not gonna work for free. Bruh, they were struggling with the cold so much, but Frieren can create a massive flame spell. That's so true. They all passed out at one point. She probably forgot. It should have been me. Bro, that's so crazy. What happened in 50 years? 50 years old in 1985. 50 years old in 2025. Oh my god, if Stein ever met Flamma, he would love her. He would love her. Aura brought her sister along this time. Oh my god, that's so true. When I saw Aura, I was like, why does she look so familiar? But like, I've never seen her in my life before. She's literally Iron Mouse. Okay, I think that's gonna be all for today's memes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to check out my review on Frieren, it's on the channel. I'll link the playlist down below, as well as my reactions to the whole season. Let me know if you guys want me to react to more Frieren memes based off of the first season. This subreddit is actually so active still, so definitely there will be more content for me to watch or read. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.